Hey guys, Twitchy here with some more Awaken KS content. Today we will be showcasing the newest seasonal legendary hero, Rok'Thar. He is Fire Element. He also is most likely going to be viable in both PvP and PvE, but today's video we're just going to be trying them out in Guild Wars. So if you do enjoy today's video, please drop that thumbs up. And also, if you aren't subscribed, but you do enjoy the videos, hit that subscribe button too, because a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, but you keep coming back. It does help the channel out quite a bit. So without further ado, let's get started. Rok'Thar is going to be a part of the Three Cities faction, which in my opinion is a very nice addition. He's going to help anybody that is still struggling to push up those faction stages, because he's also going to synergize incredibly well with heroes that are also in this faction. So let's just go ahead and take a look at his base stats. So he has really nice attack. It's not the highest, of course, but it is a healthy amount. His HP also puts him in that average area where it's a really solid amount. So you definitely want maybe give some substats towards both of these stats. Defense is also really good. Speed is also really good. He's not going to be the fastest hero in the game, but 129 is definitely competitive for aiming for that turn 1 build. For the crit rate, that doesn't really change too often. Let's take a look at his kit real quick. So we've got his ultimate, gains attack up for 2 turns, and then he's going to deal an AoE ability. He's going to apply bleeds that are irresistible for 2 rounds, and the damage is going to scale with the amount of the health lost. So irresistible bleeds essentially means he does not require focus, and anybody that does not have immunity set, he's going to apply a bleed stack to them. So that's something you can definitely play around with. Or his special ability, which is a passive ability. When enemy health is less than 50%, launches a bonus attack with this character's special ability. It's going to deal single target damage, apply bleed as well, which is not irresistible. So here's where you might be wanting to add some focus to him. The bleed is going to last for 2 rounds as well. It's going to recover 25% of the max HP of Rok'Thar, so he's going to be able to sustain himself, and the damage is going to scale with the enemy's lost HP. Each enemy can only trigger once every 2 rounds. Now I have tested him a little bit. This special ability is like literally what brings Rok'Thar all together. Once you proc an enemy below 50%, even if they die, that's going to give him the additional special ability attack into someone else. So if you proc the entire team below 50%, 3 of your enemies do die, he's still gonna pop 4 special abilities into the final surviving hero. So this is just a crazy ability. You guys will see what I'm talking about more once we do start using him in battle, but this is just completely nuts. For his basic ability, it's a single target damage. Does apply bleed, not irresistible, so here's where you need some focus, and the damage is going to scale with the enemy's lost HP. The lost HP is actually really nice, and that's kind of why I do think he's going to be viable in PvE. Specifically, Guild versus Environment, he's probably going to help out quite a bit, but we'll have to see once the season does start up. Finally, we do have his trait. Upon death, applies irresistible bleeding to all enemies for 2 rounds. This is huge because when an enemy with bleeding dies, he's going to revive himself, recover 50% of the max HP. It does jump up to 80% of his max HP if you do have him A5, and then it's going to reset all of his abilities cooldowns when you have him A5. This is huge, guys. This screams Odiric counter, okay? I know you guys know who I'm talking about, the most annoying LD legendary in the game because he's unkillable. And essentially, if you make Rok'Thar your highest attacker on your team, he's going to get the debuff from Odiric. Odiric's going to be able to revive himself while also finishing Odiric off with his bleed that he applies when he dies. So this is so huge. I'm so excited to be showcasing Rok'Thar for you guys today. For Rok'Thar's Masteries on the top tree, he does get plus 15 speed, which enables him to contest that turn 1 in battle, which is really nice, as well as just helping you speed tune him further. For the ability tree, he does gain True Strike, which I am actually quite fond of because you only have to aim for that 60% crit rate. If True Strike does activate, you're going to be dealing most of the damage based off of his high attack that you're already going to be building for, because that does scale with bleeds. And it's I don't know, it's really nice not having to worry about that crit rate because it does free up quite a bit of stats. And for his ascensions, we've got his A1, which does give him the attack percent bonus, which is amazing because that's one of the priority stats that we're going to be looking for. Next up on his A2, it's HP, which is even better because, you know, both of his priority stats are in A1, A2, and then never guess, A3 is going to be speed. We're going to be trying him out for that turn 1 build today, so this is very, very helpful. For the A4, it's the plus 15% defense, and then the A5 is going to be upgraded trait. Now he does have really nice glyph bonuses. As you guys can see, he's got that plus 31 speed, which is the main reason why I'm going to be try building him for that turn 1 position. And he does get average bonuses to attack, defense, HP. Not so much towards crit damage, so we're not going to be really putting him on a crit damage build in today's video. The focus is nice for the A1 and the A2, but let's go take a look at how we have Rok'Thar built today. So we will be prioritizing attack on him because, once again, we do want to make him highest attack in our team, so he does get Odiric's debuff. Next up, I did give him some HP, not too much, because I do want him to die from Odiric's counterattacks. And then speed isn't just the second stat priority, mainly. Just gave him as much speed as possible because we do have him on Triple Raider. Next up, we have at least 60% crit rate. We do have the additional 9%, so we can free up that extra stat somewhere else too. Maybe some additional focus would be nice so we can apply the lead on the skill 1 and the special ability, while also giving him some precision because he is an RGB hero, so he doesn't get the precision bonus that LDs get, so we don't want him to be deflecting too often. It is okay once in a while, but I do try to shoot for at least 120 precision on my RGB heroes. And for anybody curious about the gear pieces, I did say Triple Raider, but we were just looking for attack, speed, hitting that 60% crit rate threshold, as well as some focus, HP. We do have the speed main stat for the boots, the attack percent main stat for the ring, and the attack percent main stat for the necklace. For his relics, I was looking for additional attack on bonus attacks, as well as attack percent bonus in PvP, as well as, yeah, that's pretty much it. It is kind of nice to have the upon revival health addition because he does revive himself, so you do get that additional health once you revive. But once you have him A5, it doesn't make like a crazy difference because he is already reviving with that 80% max HP. But nonetheless, guys, really just look for the attack percent in PvP, and if you are trying to use them in guild, you'd be looking for the attack percent guild environment. So these are our relics once again. Now let's get to the battle. He's got a Hydro, Badmar, Hazel, Light Yolanda comp at the top, so we're actually going to be bringing in our own Hydro, Badmar, plus 2 others to help take him out. I personally like using Crazed Urzag because I've got his A2, but anybody that adds AoEs, Oztalk is going to be an amazing counter into this Hydro team if you have him. Or Sonya, she was actually just recently buffed. She's a recent fire legendary that unfortunately I wasn't able to get, so I'm waiting for her to come out with this RGB selector, but she would also be solid for this top. For the bottom, we've got Adeline, Odiric, Cow, and then Anti-Cleanse, which is Karma. So we are going to be trying to bring in Rok'Thar to this bottom comp. Hopefully he baits the highest attack for Odiric. Hopefully he gets countered and then dies and then everything goes well, but you never know. Here are the teams we're going to be using: Crazed Urzag, Hydro, Badmar, and Light Ophelia, because she does apply the counterattack buff, which does help against Hydro, and she also has even more sustain to help keep us in the battle. For the bottom team, we have Rok'Thar for the leader. We have Rick. I haven't used Rick in a long time, so hopefully this goes well. I'm not too sure how much damage he'll be doing, but I'm hoping to be able to one-shot get Cow. And then we have Dark Ophelia to pair with Rok'Thar, because now unfortunately you aren't going to be able to see Rok'Thar's true value in PvP unless you have a stripper like A2 Dark Valyria, Dark Ophelia, Zephyr, or Oztok. So that is kind of the unfortunate thing about this guy. He does kind of lean on his team rather than being a solid carry himself. But last but not least, we do have Halia. We are going to be planning on using Halia to stun up the Adeline. We're going to skill 2 into the Rick. Hopefully Rick does some good stuff. And then, yeah, hopefully this goes well, guys. Wish me luck. But let's make sure that we are not on auto. Now, if this guy had Holy Blast Spell with Let Yolanda, that would have been a little scarier than with that Water Prison. So, I mean, we should be fine. I'm going to save my Blast Spell for when Idril's turn comes up. We're going to pop the ults. Idril is going to counter us. We're going to counter her back. Hopefully we take her out of the... okay, we do take her out of her stealth, which is really nice. And then, okay, we got lucky this round, guys. Usually it does not go that smooth, but Idril does get the Holy Concerto buff from Light Ophelia, so we should be able to just one-shot everybody here. This is one of my favorite comps. If I'm not using Light Ophelia here, I'll be using Zephyr, and pretty much it's extremely safe. This Dark Hazel is not A2, so we can just go ahead and straight up ult into him. And that's pretty much how it goes. I'm a little nervous about this second team. So Rok'Thar does have the debuff from Odiric. Who should we stun up? We said we're gonna stun up Adeline. Stun her up. We're going to skill 2 into Rick. Now, using the abilities is going to strip the immunity from our team. That's why we brought in Dark Ophelia. And then the Cow is actually last in the team's order, so this should be doing pretty solid damage. Okay, nice. We do kill there. Pretty solid. And because we procced the Cow below 50%, Rok'Thar did use his special ability and just to a random opponent, unfortunately. So hopefully we do die. Please die. Please be strong enough, Odiric. This is the moment of truth, guys. Because if we die here... Oh no, we did not die. I was going to say, if we die here, then Odiric would have been dead himself. But now we kind of have to worry about some non-fun stuff. Okay, so Cow is going to ult. So I think we have to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to ult the Cow, otherwise he's going to counter our Dark Ophelia. Does activate another special ability from Rok'Thar, that's always nice. Okay. Do I skill 2? I think I skill 2, guys. We survived this. Nice. Nice, he did not crit, so that was very fortunate on our side. Now we can just go ahead and work down the Adeline. I'm gonna go ahead and attack into the Odiric, but first I just want to revive my Halia so we can bring her into another battle. Get that counterattack. Hopefully we do die. Okay, Odiric also kills himself. We do revive ourselves because when you do kill a hero with the bleed stack, Rok'Thar is just gonna come back into the battle, and everything goes a part of plan. All right. Next we have another Idril Badmar comp for the top team. Also Karma, so we cannot bring in Zephyr, unfortunately. We do have an A2 Dark Valyria, so we have to bring in immunity sets or a cleanser. For the bottom team, we've got Dark Ophelia, Odiric, Crazed Urzag, and Royce. Dark Ophelia means that we kind of have to anticipate someone getting knocked back. Odiric, we're going to be trying to bait with Rok'Thar. Crazed Urzag, we are going to try to stun up with the Water Prison spell or use Guan Yu's ultimate, because that's a major counter to him because he cannot bonus attack. And then Royce, we are going to be bringing in Zephyr for this bottom team. Royce can't actually cleanse the taunts, so that's going to be nice, but we are going to be taking a hefty ult from Royce. So for our top team, once again, we're bringing in our Crazed Urzag, Idril, Badmar, Light Ophelia team. We do have the heal spell just to help keep us alive, because the Dark Ophelia can hit pretty hard if we don't have any buffs on us. Next up, we do have the Zephyr. I am going to be trying out Huntress Freya because I'm anticipating her to get knocked back. If she doesn't get knocked back, that'll be great. Then we can water prison someone with her. But I do think, yeah, she definitely will because Royce will be cleansing. That will knock someone back. And then hopefully Rok'Thar will be up next. And then we can just die, which makes Odiric go away. And then all we really have to worry about is raised Urzak, but we'll be trying to stun him up right away or using Guan Yu's ult. So here we go. So Dark Valyria is going to get first turn. She's going to ult everybody as we kind of anticipated. This is going to stun. Nope. Okay, we do have resistance on our guys. I should have mentioned that earlier. That's going to help against the stun once Dark Valyria does die. So we're just going to go ahead and pop the ult once again. We don't want to use our heal spell too early because Hydro's just going to strip it right away. Oh my gosh, guys, we are getting some god tier RNG this guild war. Thank the gods, okay? Now we can just go ahead and straight up ult. I don't think there's too much to worry about because now I can just skill 2, defense down, karma, and then actually maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't matter. This is where I saved the heal for. Urzak's nice and tanky, so we should be able to just use that. And can we apply the heal block? Okay, we do. That's really nice. And now Badmar's kind of dead. So there's the first round. This one's going to be a little bit trickier because you kind of have to anticipate the Dark Ophelia pushback. So who is going to get the turn? And then we did turn 0 with Guan Yu plus Zephyr. Really nice. Okay, this is not going accordingly to plan, unfortunately. Stuff is happening. Zephyr's counterattacking. Guan Yu does joint attack with Rok'Thar's bonus attack, which is a nice little combo. Unfortunately, oh my god, we're silenced. But I feel like if we don't go into Crazed Urzak, we're gonna die, so we just go basic. And then Rok'Thar should finish him off, and then give us another joint attack. Holy cow, things are happening, guys. This is somehow working out for us. Okay, please tell me that Rok'Thar dies here. Oh shoot, oh my gosh, I'm a noob, guys. Sorry about that. Completely forgot we didn't even proc the counterattack earlier, so we still had that nice shield. But I'm kind of thinking that I think we stun up Odiric just to be nice and safe. Now we can just activate his counterattacks while he's stunned. I'm just gonna proc this ult. Doesn't really do too much against him though. He's no longer gonna counterattack us. Can we silence him? Nice. Oh, this is kind of working out for the plan because I mean we didn't plan this, but this is working out because we still have invincibility on everybody, so he's gonna hit those counters. And then we did cool down him with Zephyr's ult, which is really nice, so he doesn't actually get his huge ult damage off. So who just died there? That was Guan Yu, yeah. So I believe we can just go ahead and revive Guan Yu, just so we can bring him into another battle. And everything is good. Let's go to the next one. PG. Final opponent is going to have Hydro, Odiric, Dark Ophelia, and Dark Valyria A2 for his top team. It just means we're going to be bringing our own Badmar and Hydro plus Rok'Thar to help counter this Odiric, as well as a cleanser. So we're going to be opting for a Karma to help us against the stuns with the Dark Valyria, because Dark Ophelia plus Dark Valyria means we probably won't have immunity, which means we probably will be getting stunned. For his second team, he's got a Crazed Urzak, a Zephyr, a Karma, and a Huntress Freya. Huntress Freya is going to protect against counterattacks, but I have heard that this Wombo combo will still allow you to kill Zephyr if you have double counterattacks. So for our top team, we already said what we were going to be using. For the bottom, the double counterattack that we're trying out is going to be Dark Andre plus Renatas. very free to play, I know, as well as our own Huntress Freya to potentially outspeed and use the stun spell on either Huntress Freya or Crazed Urzag. By that time, hopefully, his Zephyr has been one-shot by Renatas if everything goes well, and then Guan Yu can kind of help clean everything up. So, let us get into this. We are using the Water Prison spells just in case anything happens, like if Odiric on the top team has immunity, then we can just go ahead and Water Prison him up, and then we are, of course, going to be trying to Water Prison that Crazed Urzag or Huntress Freya from the bottom. I am a little bit nervous for the top team, just because there are a lot of LDs and we do not have any. Okay, hold on now. Actually, this is maybe going according to plan. I wasn't really anticipating Rok'Thar to get killed right away, but also he should be coming back, right? He should be coming back, right? Maybe? Because, I mean, these guys do have bleed. So if we just go ahead and kill... We kill this Dark Ophelia, comes back, and then Badmar should be able to keep us sustained up. Can we hit this stuff? Oh my gosh, once again, our RNG is just kind of unfair this guild war. Normally, Hydro dodges 69 times, and then we lose quite a few heroes, but it's not the case this time. Rok'Thar should get the bonus attack, and we should be good. Okay, everything is kind of going smoothly. I want you guys know that this is not content creator luck or anything, but Renatas does one-shot Zephyr, so Dark Andre does eat up the counterattack Huntress Freya. That's always nice. And then our Huntress Freya applies the no positive effect to their Crazed Urzag. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But we do get, hold on. Do we get outsped? We got outsped by this Huntress Freya, so we might not be in good hands quite yet. I don't think this Huntress Freya has immunity, but at the same time, I do want to try to stun up this Crazed Urzag. Okay, there we go. I think we are good. Yeah. We're just going to go ahead and work down this Huntress Freya. It doesn't really matter too much now because, hold on. Yes. Okay, so we're just going to ult into Crazed Urzag. Should be able to kill here now. And yes, there we go. Should be able to auto, and everything went according to plan, kind of, a little bit. It's okay, this is our last attack, but just a little friendly tip to any of you guys still watching. Your last attacks, save your last attack for your hardest opponent, just in case you lose a bunch of your units. That's actually going to wrap up today's video, showcasing Rok'Thar. If you guys did enjoy it, please let me know down below in the comments. Will you be summoning for Rok'Thar? I hope you guys do. I think he's absolutely worth it, just from showcasing him on the PvP side of things. I think he's probably one of the best Odiric baits. Not only that, but he can synergize extremely well with turn 0 comps like Guan Yu, Aaron, Maeve, etc, etc. I'm excited to test him in PvP. Guild versus Environment is going to be starting pretty soon. So guys, until next time, I hope you did enjoy the video. Peace.